Is this okay? I think this is okay. 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 Hi. What am I trying to say? Okay, first and foremost, I moved to Costa Rica. I'm doing this, okay, no, I haven't moved yet. I'm doing this. I'm doing this like probation thing, if you will, for 4 weeks to see how I like the job, how they like me, and then we'll go from there. So I don't even know where to begin, to be honest. I have like so many feelings about so many things. First, the amount of gratitude that I feel for just being able to say that I'm in Costa Rica. I wake up every day to the most gorgeous view in the entire world, which is everything that I've ever wanted. I eat amazing meals 3 times a day. I bathe in the most magical water possible that is drinkable. I'm surrounded by so much love and support and community. And I feel so safe here. I mean, I hope I can stay. I'm pretty sure I know I'm going to stay. And it's Friday. We just finished our week-long retreat with ayahuasca. The group was 23, well, 22, because, you know, some drizzle away throughout the week, very common. So 22, it was a big group, a bigger group than I would normally prefer to participate with and to also facilitate with. But 22 is nothing compared to 100, right? But still significant enough for our temple to just be full. And the most magical thing to be on the other side. And the other side is as a participator instead of just, as a facilitator. You know, just assisting with the shamans and assisting just anywhere that I can be of service. And let me lean back. I learned a lot for myself personally. Let me get a bolster. Oh, that's better. I learned, I have this little flower in my hair because we just did a flower bath. I digress, okay. Yeah, last night, Thursday night, was ceremony number 4, and I was sitting there and I was thinking, you know, a lot is coming up for me. And I should have wrote this down because I forgot. I forgot what I was thinking, but I know that I was having profound moments and I was having breakthroughs. Like even as a facilitator, like not 100% taking the full shot of Mama Aya, but just a smidge enough to have her in my system. And the thought that came to me is that I'm growing a relationship with her from another perspective, from a facilitator's perspective instead of a participant. Showing me how to be in service to plant medicine. Showing me a different perspective on just the whole experience in general. really getting out of my comfort zone with the guests and communicating. I mean, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, just there, just getting out of my comfort zone. 2015 𝜧𝜰 could never imagine where I would be right now. If you told me 2, 3, 4 years ago, 1 year ago, that I would be in Costa Rica participating in being in service to plant medicine, I wouldn't know what to think of myself. I would probably have said that you're crazy, you know? It's so beautiful to get out of my shell. And it's only my first week and I already feel better than Sunday when they all arrived. Well, they actually arrived on Saturday and then, yeah, it was actually Saturday. Oh my gosh, it's tomorrow. Literally 7 days ago. I feel so much better than I did a week ago as far as communicating, and just to think that another group is coming in tomorrow and I'm starting it all over again. Like, I'm gonna get so good at this. It's amazing. And I'm so grateful. And I know it's a lot of grounding on my end and a lot of work on my end, energetically and emotionally and spiritually. Even, I guess not so much physically because of what I'm normally accustomed to. Yeah, I'm so happy I did decide to take my own life, to transition to the other side yet, because I wouldn't have been able to experience this moment. I, for the first time, at a place so special to my heart, led a yoga class that was so special to me for an hour. What? If you told me, 𝜧𝜰, you're gonna go to Costa Rica to that retreat center that's so dear to your being on a cellular level, and you're gonna lead a yoga class for an hour and just wing it, just nothing planned, no certification. Even though I practice yoga on a daily basis, and I have been for 2 years now about, and I love making yoga videos and uploading them on YouTube, because I think they're very helpful for me, and I know that they could be very helpful for other people in the world who just might stumble across my videos, right? But to actually lead a yoga class is a different story and a different feeling and a different energy. And I'm so fucking proud of myself because I did it. I did it like flying colors. And it went well. And I was so extroverted. It's like plant medicine has changed my life. I don't feel the same. I may look the same. I don't feel the same. Everything has changed for me. I'm so grateful for this week. This is my first week as a facilitator. And I'm so excited for the next 2 weeks to come. I'm excited to see the new guests, how many guests, what are their names, where they're from, their stories, their smiles. 1 week here feels like a whole month because it's so still. I'm just being instead of doing. It's the most magical place on planet Earth. And there is nowhere else that I would rather be. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to next week. Yeah. What else did I learn this week? What time is it? I gotta make sure. I'm at the fire ceremony at 5. Let me see. Oh, I know it ain't the stallion. Closing fire at 5. I got a closing fire at 5. So yeah, ceremonies can be very long and tedious. But like I said to one of the guests, it's like a mother giving birth and then initially her saying, man, I will never do that again because of the pain. And then she wants a baby a year later and she'll do it again because of the love. And I'm not saying that ceremony is painful. It's a roller coaster. And there's lows and there's highs. And when I'm low, I'm really sleepy because I'm already accustomed to like going to sleep at 9 versus 1, 3 like I used to. So normally they've been running till 1 a.m. So by like 9 to 11, oh my gosh, I'm the sleepiest. And that's the hardest part for me right there, is just not falling asleep. So just getting up, getting out of my bed and walking around. Yeah, I think that's literally the hardest part. I love my job. Oh my gosh. I know that I'm gonna stay here. I know I'm gonna stay here. Like during that 4-week mark, they're gonna be like, okay, Myra, like you're hired. Yay, you can bring your dogs now. You can bring Kiki. It's gonna be fabulous. Yeah. I caught my ego being so harsh on me because it was telling me I could have done a better job at doing yoga. Like my ego thought it was shit, really. And I was like, no, it's not shit. I just mixed Australian and British. Anyway, no, it's not shit. I actually did really fucking good. Because I remember as I'm leading class, I'm like, my mind's like, I don't know what else to do. Oh my gosh, I don't know what else to do. Like I've run out of moves. And it was an hour had gone by already. And it was saying like, you ran out of moves. Like, oh, you're so fucking like, really you suck. Like, oh my God, everyone's looking at you. Everyone knows that you ran out of moves. Like, oh my gosh, like, oh, what are you doing? You're not even that confident. I was like, hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it. Chill, homie. Now looking back, my heart is like, I'm so proud of you. You did it. You said, yeah, I'll lead class, knowing damn well you've never led a class ever. And they know that. But knowing that you knew you could do it, that's what I'm proud of you for. Knowing that you were just gonna pull it out of your heart and just do it because you've been practicing this for 2 years now. You got this. Everything that you've done has led up to this point. You did amazing. You did a whole hour. You never practiced yoga for an hour on your own practice. If anything, 45 minutes, but an hour, 50 minutes, you know? So the ego is tricky. The ego is very, very tricky. It's never satisfied. It's always about consuming me. Consume. Never satisfied. So dropping into your heart and knowing to de-escalate your ego, even though I'm very grateful for my ego because it just wants to keep me safe. And I understand where it's coming from, you know? I would never in a million world, in a million lives, in a million worlds want to disappear, get rid of my ego, because it serves a purpose in my life. Yeah, it's always fearful. Yeah, it's always negative. Yeah, it always wants more and is never enough and is never satisfied. But it serves a purpose, and we have it for, and I have it for a reason. And I think that's the greatest journey in dance in life, is dancing with my ego on a balanced scale. Yeah. I remember wanting to like end my life so bad, and as I tried to do it, my ego, before, the thoughts of my ego were like, just do it. Like, what do you have to live for? You're not gonna be a veterinarian. That didn't work out for you. What are you gonna do now? You're doomed. Your life is over. Just save yourself 70 years of living and just end your life. It'll be so much faster. You don't have to live all those years. You don't have to try to figure it out. You don't have to work and hustle anymore. You can just pass over to the next life. And I was like, okay, you know, bet, like, I'm gonna do it. And as I tried to do it, my ego was like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? What are you, it was like, just red lights. And it said, I want to live. You can't do this, like, I want to live. So the ego is never satisfied. It was like, end your life? Just kidding, I want to live. Okay? And that's the dance. That's the dance right there. God, that fucking ego. I'm fucking proud of myself. I did amazing. I was born for this job. I love that everyone was so nice this week and was just saying, this is your first group facilitating. They're like, wow, like, I would have never known. You're so good. I thought you've been in this for like years. And that was the best compliment ever. Because I feel the same way. Like, when I first experienced a ceremony retreat, a healing retreat, when I came in January, I knew in my heart and I knew in every cell of my being that I wanted to work here, that I knew that I could do this. I could see myself facilitating. I could see myself singing in ceremony. I could see myself leading yoga practices. Well, it's called movement class, okay? It's not really yoga. Yeah. Movement class. I loved everything that I would be doing. I loved the environment. I loved the weather. I loved the food. I loved everything. I loved the music. Everything. Everything. And I'm here and my ego will still find little things to be like, it's hot. It's sticky. There's insects everywhere. Oh, I'm sweating. Dude, you could have done better in yoga, or you could have done better in movement class. And my heart's like, I understand where you're coming from. And I want you to know that you did an amazing job. You did amazing. You did amazing. So yeah. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm gonna make these a series of, I guess, like a week, like weekly series. Hopefully post them every day, like on Saturday or something, when the guests come in and guests leave. Yeah, that's a good idea. Post it on my YouTube channel for me, not for anyone else. So that it's like a little diary vlog of my new life here in Costa Rica and my new job. And just how amazing and the amount of love that I feel. You know? So yeah. Okay. Bye. I love you.